streaming live now. It's great. Welcome to Manarchy. We got Javier.
What's going on, guys?
And we also have a new host.
We're going to go with Kahuna Royale, I believe. We're going to go with Kahuna Royale.
And I'm Joey.
Evening, guys and girls.
So tonight we're going to be talking about a few different things. We'll talk about that football game or lack of football game with the lack of fans.
Yep.
How horrible that concert was.
Oh, man. Imagine Dragons as the lyrical geniuses of our generation.
I only watched it because, like, I was out of the corner of my eye, I saw Lil Wayne pop up out of nowhere. What the hell is this
Lil
dude?
Wayne looked like a 74-year-old homeless woman.
He almost reminded me of Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
We'll also talk about the lady that was in a coma or a vegetative state for the last 10 years, who just had a healthy little boy.
Yeah, that's
Arizona.
wild.
Congratulations to her.
Yeah. Baby's doing fine. Mother, not so much just yet.
The other thing is not Arizona.
Australia.
Australia, is that a real country?
Yeah, we got
I think it ranks up there with Finland.
a hot take about Australia.
And then we got a special later on. We're not going to tell you what it is yet.
It's story time.
Yeah,
It's story time, folks, with Kahuna. You said my real name.
No. Kahuna Royale. But before we get started, we're going to do a little shot.
Hey. Take a trip back to 2007 with Fireball.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers
Manarchy.
to Manarchy.
That's some good stuff.
That's some mediocre stuff. It's not. It's bad memories, but anything that tastes like Big Red chewing gum is all right with me.
So what did you guys think of the football game on Monday night?
I loved it.
You know, it shocked me. I didn't expect Bama to lose. They never lose. And I can't freaking stand those guys, but they never lose. But it was
I'm just
shocking.
glad to be alive for that ass whooping. Like, that won't happen again for another 10 years or so.
Oh,
As long as Saban lives, it probably won't happen again.
They want Saban fired over it. There's like a bunch of people that...
I hope they fire Saban.
Yeah,
and he goes somewhere else.
And that guy could be the governor of the state if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going anywhere. He's probably going to die on the sideline.
That's like the worst thing about Bama fans. It tends to be like they lose a game and then they got a fire by saying, what?
Yeah.
It's like, try being a Mississippi State fan. It's like, we 9-6? Okay, all right. Next year we'll do better.
So you think that's the worst thing about Bama fans? Man, I got a list a mile long.
I thought it was great because my Facebook feed was normal.
Yeah.
It was normal during an Alabama game.
That's right.
And it's still kind of normal. I haven't heard anything from them.
Yeah, man. It's like, but, being an Auburn fan, it's like Bama crawled out of that defeat hole and just went back to their safe space and started bashing Auburn. That's their security blanket. They just immediately start back. Well, Auburn wasn't there. Like, come on, man, we know that, but that's what they do. That's who they are.
Yeah, but if you don't win the national title, it doesn't matter. SEC titles, you
True.
forget about those.
That's right. And what was there like? I don't know, 134 people at that game. I mean, they were trying to give away tickets outside the stadium.
74,000.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Average ticket price was like a little over $100. That's wild.
That is wild.
Well, number one, I guess you got two SEC teams playing in California, which doesn't make sense geographically. Two southern teams.
Yeah. I got you.
But also, people are just so tired of Bama and Clemson. Bama fans don't want to go to California to watch their team play in the national championship again.
Oh, you want a Yingling?
No, I'll take this.
I got a Yingling.
That's a banquet beer. This is a banquet.
Yeah, but these are my two.
I got Javi Yingling just for him because I knew he likes Yingling.
Those are my two favorites right there.
Mr. Royale will get his favorite.
The banquet beer.
The banquet beer.
That's right.
I need to go to Multitudes.
I'm going tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're going.
I've got to go. I've got to make a trip to Dahlonega for something this weekend. And,
man, you're going to Dahlonega?
And I got to go. I'm gonna go to Multitudes tomorrow to get some supplies.
I love some Dahlonega. That's an awesome place. Yeah, we got married up in Montallucci.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yep.
Where is
That's
this?
pretty cool. It's North Georgia.
Yeah, North
Oh,
Georgia.
okay. I've never really been. The only time I hit North Georgia is when I was going to like Nashville or something.
What we need to do is
No,
go up to Helen
Knoxville.
sometime.
We need to do Helen during Oktoberfest. Have you been during Oktoberfest?
I have
It's
been.
awesome. It's awesome.
I've been with a guy who was getting ready to retire. And
Oh, wow.
There's that one bar that gives out the plastic cups,
Yeah.
and that's like a real cheap refill. He bought like 15 of them, and he paid full price for each, because it's like $5 for each cup.
Yeah.
He wanted the cup so bad, he paid $5 for each. So he had all these cups,
Why did he want all the cups?
just like drinking water, I guess.
My man.
He brought them into work. He had like a ton of them in work.
Oh, wow. I hadn't been to Helen in years, man. It's a really cool place, though. We used to tube the river in Helen.
Oh yeah.
Get a little cooler floating with you.
Yep.
Pretty good stuff. I haven't been in years, though. Went to Nashville a couple weeks ago. That was fun. I used to go to Nashville all the time, too, and I hadn't been in a while. Nashville's a fun place.
It is. I did not this past New Year's, but New Year's before. I think Nashville.
New Year's in Nashville. I wasn't prepared for that. We just went and watched Auburn's little bowl game. It was good, though. It was a good couple days. Hit a couple cool spots that I'd not been before. It was neat.
Jesus, person.
Well, you're gonna have to join us in Orlando at the end of the year, at the end of 2019, for the beer tour around the world. Beer tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
at
Epcot.
Epcot. Yeah, man, I'd totally do that.
Yeah, Javi didn't make it, so we gotta go back and.
Man, they were serving me like double shots and stuff. I was like, dude, every parent in here must be fucked up. I was like, how do they watch their children? Like, Jesus.
They don't, man. The mouse does. Turn loose. There's a mouse and some goofy ass dog. You know, they're taking care of the kids. Put them in a teacup. Daddy will be at Epcot. You know.
I'm like 24 years old, and I'm trying to drink. I'm just like, fuck, like double shots of sake and double shots of whatever Moscow rum or.
Do you like sake?
Huh?
Do you like sake?
No, but I was drinking around the world, and I hit Japan, so I got to drink sake at Japan.
I had some sake when I was out in Phoenix, so I took the red eye back. I was doing some training out there. It was on Friday, so I wanted to make sure I was home on the weekend because I had to go back out to the west. So the guy that was supposed to give me a ride to the airport decides to take out a bunch of builders, and his boss said, "Whatever they do, just pay for their bill." Well, they started drinking sake.
Oh my gosh.
And we got hammered. No one was able to drive me to the airport. I took an Uber.
I said, man, that's where the ride sharing comes in,
Yeah.
man. You know, I've only had sake a couple times. Do you drink it warm? Is that how people?
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with that. I don't know, man. I don't know that I love warm booze. I don't know.
It is a difference. I mean, but I'm not gonna sit there.
And it kind of tastes like hot beer to me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just removed from sake too much. Maybe I need to revisit it.
As far as hot beer, I think like we're maybe like
Well, they drink
hot
at
beer,
room
right?
temperature.
Yeah,
you know,
room
like
temperature.
a good Boddington. You know, something from England. You know, those folks love the room temperature beers. But hot, I don't know, man. Unless it's like coffee and whiskey.
it's like
maybe. I
it's
don't
not
know.
like it's like warm.
Okay.
It's just this warm alcohol. So it didn't make much of a difference to me. Like I mean, when it goes down through
I guess as long as Japan wasn't my first stop around the world, as long as it was kind of midway, I could make it work.
yeah,
But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
if I could-
which ones would be the last stop that you'd want?
depends on which end you. I can't remember which ones were where.
Yeah, because
like,
you don't get to pick it. That's the part that sucks, right?
like you ferry across, and yeah, it's a horseshoe, so you can go from the right side of the horseshoe all the way to the left, or you can.
You gotta get in a boat to drink around this world.
Huh?
You gotta get in a boat to drink around this world.
Because like if you want to hit certain spots, you want to take the ferry across the big ass lake, or else you're walking like.
Oh, I see what you're
all
saying.
the way around.
I see what you're saying. So you can walk it and just go in order, but if you want to hit certain spots, you got to get
Well,
in the boat.
walking
Yeah.
would probably help.
That would probably
Because
help.
it'd slow you down a little
Slow you
bit.
down, metabolize a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, dude, they're no joke, man. They will fuck you up. It's like $12 a drink, but it's like 2 shots, and it's hard liquor.
What was the? So it's all liquor, no beer.
Oh, they have beer too. Like I had some beers at the Irish pub, just because I couldn't think of any damn.
A car bomb is what you should have gotten.
Yeah, Irish
I heard that the Irish car bomb's not even like an Irish thing.
It's definitely not, man. It's something we Americans have just bastardized. We bastardized their whole culture with, oh, this is Irish. This is Irish.
March 17th, they're like the best thing to have.
Man, I used to love those things. And we'd go out and we'd drink car bombs all night, in college and whatnot. And so I got out of college and I was like, man, my days of slamming these things are over. They're so delicious. It tastes like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, what would be really good? Just to make a car bomb and just sip on it, man. Let me tell you, it's not really good because what happens is that Bailey's curdles with the Guinness, and it's like lumpy milk, dude. Don't ever think that's a good idea. It's never a good idea to sip a car bomb. Go ahead and slam it, suck it up, and be a man about it, or drink chocolate milk. That was the lesson that I learned about that. What was your least favorite country to drink in? Give us a.
Well, he hadn't made it to 4 countries.
I did like a quarter of it. I can't remember how many countries it was.
4?
There's like it was more than that. It was like they gotta have at least like 20 or so countries. So I probably I guess like 4 or 5. But I mean, it was like 10 drinks. Like I was pretty fucked up. I was like, I have to take care of myself.
If there's 25,
they were like double shotting me the whole time. It was not a joke. I was like, dude, if I keep going, my ex-fiance, she's going to have to drag me out of here, and then she's going to be pissed at me. I was like,
but if you knew now what you knew then, what you didn't know then, would you have kept going about her? If you knew about her, if you knew now what you didn't know then, would you have kept going and made her take care of you?
Yeah, I probably told her to fuck off. Leave me in the happiest place on earth. Like, leave me here. Like, ain't not going to happen. It's freaking Disney World.
This is Disney World. There's a giant-ass talking mouse. I love him. And we're going to drink around the world.
If anything, my drunk ass might end up at the castle. Like, anything can happen, But
you wish upon a star.
You go to the castle just to see the fireworks.
Yeah.
I didn't even go to the castle. We went. I was just like not excited about going to the castle. Like I saw the castle. I didn't think they'd let me up the castle, so I was like, I don't fucking go there. They're not gonna let me up.
They're not gonna let you up there.
And there's no alcohol there.
Yeah, Magic Kingdom has nothing.
It's super dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't take any booze.
But for you, it'd be great because there's a lot of hot young ladies running around.
Yeah, with kids.
Yeah, children.
Unless if they're young enough not to have kids, they're too young.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But there's some hot moms running around.
Yeah, I just think if I go to Disney World, it's just gonna be a bunch of parents and kids.
Universal was not Universal.
I knew Universal.
Yeah, Universal Studios was my favorite.
I've never done Disney. I've done Islands of Adventure and Universal. I've never done Disney. We grew up. Vacation for my family was like, let's go to the state park around the corner. We didn't do Disney, all that shit. We just went to the state park and there was this, rickety slide you could slide down. And the big adventure was trying not to get cut, going down it. It's a great vacation if you don't get cut by old Rusty.
If you don't get cut by the Rusty slide, you don't need your tetanus shot.
That's right. That's right. You didn't have a tetanus shot, so you couldn't get cut.
That's what I still got to get mine.
Yeah, I was traveling this summer, and I took a rusty nail all the way down my arm in Ecuador, and I don't know if I've had a tetanus shot in the last 10 years. I guess I have. I think I'm okay. I made it out, but I was very questioned for a long time. It should have probably been stitched up a little bit, but we wrote it out. But I was really questioning that tetanus thing. I was like, I guess we'll see if this 10-year thing's legit.
Yeah.
It's like expiration date, if the milk still smells good, you can still drink it, right?
Dude, if the milk smells all right, I just add a little bit of chocolate syrup and I'm good. I'll finish it. I polish it off with a little chocolate syrup. It's done.
But when the lumps come, man, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the lumps. Man. Ben, he has those little sippy cups. And he'll just stash them wherever, and you'll find them. You talk about puking.
That's a little stink bomb just waiting to happen.
You open that thing up, it's gross.
Now, I made a pot of chili about 3 weeks ago, and I left town for a little while, came back, and and that pot of chili's still in my refrigerator. And at this point, it's like, man, I just can't make myself open it. Because I know it's going to be bad. And I need to get it out of the fridge, and it's taking up spot. And
heat it up and just take it to someone. Be like, I made you some chili.
Yeah. We could eat it next week on Manarchy.
There we go.
Just see who stays alive.
Yeah, man. So I'm playing a little the most dangerous game with my chili now. It's like I know I got to get it out of there, but I don't want to touch it. Man. It's gonna be so gross. We'll see. I'll keep you updated.
Is it a Tupperware or is it a...
No, it's still in the big old Dutch oven.
Oh, man. And you don't want to throw a Dutch... I was saying, if it's a Tupperware, you
just throw it away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've thrown more Tupperware away from rotten food. Just like,
Just go up to IKEA and get some more.
That's right. Walmart keeps them on sale. That's good stuff.
So what do you guys think about that lady that was in a vegetated state that got raped?
Do you want to tell our audience the story? Do you want to tell?
Yeah, so out in Arizona, it was a private-owned healthcare facility. The girl is 26.
She almost drowned. She was a drowning incident.
So when she was 16, she had a drowning incident that left her in a veg state.
And she was when? Oh,
16.
So damn, she's been veg.
She's been in a coma for 10 years.
For 10 years. So she ended up having a baby on December 26th. Or 29th, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was 29th.
Yep, a baby boy. Healthy baby boy.
Healthy baby boy.
No one even knew that she was pregnant. That's a crazy... Like, how do you not know? Because you can't be very fat because you're getting fed through a tube.
Yeah, so I mean, there had to be a baby bump somewhere in there, man. And the article that I read said, or most of the articles I read was talked about how she was under constant care in her room. Man, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, or maybe I am, but man, I think it's an inside job. I don't know.
It definitely has to be.
I mean, the girl is in a coma, and I've met some big girls that didn't know they were pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, I'm 7 months pregnant. I thought I had a tummy ache, or something like that. But a girl that's getting fed through a feeding tube, I mean, can't have much like muscle tone or anything going on down there. I don't know, man. I don't buy it.
And you gotta be constantly rolling her, because otherwise she's gonna get bed sores.
Right. You have to. Yeah, that's a hands-on kind of deal. And they said she was moaning. It said. She starts moaning one day, and they're like, "Oh no, what's wrong with her?"
She's getting knocked up.
Well, post that when it was baby time, they was like, she started moaning, and they're like, "Oh no, what's wrong with her?" "Oh, she's having a baby." Like, oh, that's what's wrong with her, I mean, good gracious, I don't know. I'm so disturbed.
It is pretty disgusting that someone would do that.
What? Yeah, who are you? Profile the guy that's like, man, what really would be awesome.
The police took DNA from every male employee there.
Oh, have they? And
so if they don't find anything, then they're going to the log books because you have to log in.
I was curious about that procedure, how they were what the accountability was like. But man, what guy is like, man, just really can't wait to bang that coma chick. He had to go through a decision. There was a moment where he decided, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to climb on top of that vegetable girl.
How desperate do you have to be?
Is it desperate or is it just fucked up? Like,
yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, good gracious, man. I don't know. I'm deeply, deeply disturbed.
I am too, man. I don't think desperate people, you can go and figure it out if you're desperate. Like Roy here said, you got to be like disturbed to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Desperation is solved by a credit card.
So what's worse, a dead body or someone that's in a vegetated state of mind?
Dead body. I feel like another level.
Well, here's the deal. I don't know. Here's the deal. I'm gonna push back a little bit. I'm gonna throw something else in there. If you throw morality in, that is, I mean, it's not rape if it's dead. I wouldn't do it. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't do it. But
it is rape because there's no consent.
Yeah, but it's. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But man, to know that that's a breathing human, and she doesn't have the capacity to say no, and she probably would. I don't know, man. There's something extra squeamy about that for me. I don't know. I vote no to both scenarios.
Either way, it's pretty disgusting.
Either way, man. Either way.
After a cadaver, man, that's fucked up.
But like in her, like. So now you have a bastard child.
Yeah,
poor kid, man. He ain't gotta know who his father is. And
here's the deal, though.
And that's probably go to the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This kid is just from the get go just
Set up for failure.
Yeah, he is not gonna have an awesome life.
But he might have a nice trust fund because
Right.
Who's gonna fight for him?
Well, here's the deal.
Who pays the lawyer to get the kid money?
Well,
Arizona taxpayers will pay for it.
This woman is in a private healthcare facility. Somebody's paying big bucks to keep her alive. Yeah. Dude, she's been in a coma for 10 years. You know, I don't know if they're saying, like, if we pulled the plugs, or I don't know if there's a plug. I think she's just in a coma.
That's what I was trying to find out, is if she was brain dead, like what. Obviously, she probably wasn't brain dead if she was moaning to have the baby.
Right, so.
Because you have to, if you're brain dead, you wouldn't feel any pain.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, man. I don't know about science enough to know what's going on with this girl, man. Like, in my mind, like, if you're in a coma, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Just wake up. You know, I don't know. I really don't know how that works.
Well, I don't think she's really in a coma. She's just in a like, I believe that she can hear things.
Oh, man.
But she's not very... Because you wouldn't... If you're just straight in a coma, I don't think you'd go into a facility like that.
This guy gets grosser and grosser the more I learn about this case, man. This is
just one of those things in this world, man. We got fucked up people.
We do, man.
It's pretty messed up.
This one's been on my mind for a couple weeks. I don't know, man. I can't deal with it. I can't. I don't know.
It's just multiple levels of fucked up to where in your head it's just like, like Ro said, you can't
how do you explain that as a kid? Or how do you explain that to the kid when he gets older?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. You make it up. I don't care. Yeah. Make up a story.
Your parents left you. That's it.
Bury this case in the depths of everything.
Yeah. Your parents left you at the canyon. You're just Joe Dirt.
Yeah. That's better than, well, Mom was really sick and, you know, Nurse Brad came in and he thought they were in love. Any story is better than this story.
You know, it's funny you said you thought they were in love. When they find the person that did it, I guarantee you that's what he's going to come out and say.
Dude, I can't wait for like the Dateline special interview in prison with this sicko, man. I can't wait. Now, I don't know what they're going to do to him, but I hope that they give him a microphone. Like, I hope he influences nobody, but I've got to know what's going on in this guy's head.
Yeah, he'll be some crazy bastard. He'll probably be like a little midget.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about this guy.
I bet the coworkers could be like, oh, it was definitely...
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely that guy.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's guys... Yeah.
But the coworkers are like, oh, no, there's only one dude here that would do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that guy.
It's Winston. It was Winston, man. That guy.
You know, like, you can point those guys out. You're like, no, it was that. Go talk to that guy.
They'll pull up a log. Why'd this guy use his so much on this room?
Man, I don't know. You know, and surely there's some kind. I mean, I need to know more information about this case, and I know that we're not gonna find out much because of HIPAA. We're gonna be locked down until it's all done and it's public record. So there's no telling how long it's gonna be before you really know what happened with this thing.
Yeah, because there is not many articles.
No, and they all say the same thing. It's literally the same text.
Yeah,
I've noticed that a lot. Just copy and paste. Like,
yeah,
you be a reporter and just.
Well, yeah, what a great gig, man. I mean, somebody breaks a story, and I copy and paste the hell out of it, and put some wit in there, you know, and there you go. Then you're TMZ, I guess, right?
You can.
We should do that around here,
dude. A local TMZ, like a local Eufaula TMZ.
Yeah,
that would be, or just a small town deal like that. That'd be pretty wild.
That would be crazy.
That'd be fun.
And where would you just start another podcast and talk shit about all the people in town.
We'll send them like Facebook invites to join so they can just hear us talk shit.
Who's on the hot seat this week? Ethel May Robinson.
Just look them up in the phone book.
Yeah, definitely have to have a two-name.
Yeah.
Definitely two names down the south. Kind of like your dog, right?
Yeah, Ellie Mae.
Oh, I was going to say Sally Mae.
Ellie Mae. Ethel May Robinson. Can you believe that whore lets her dogs bark all night long? You know.
Speaking of dogs bite, I need to go smack mine around.
Percy, man.
Percy is loving the loving that I'm giving him.
What I really need to do is just
He's dead legging me.
tell the wife to let the dog in. It's driving me nuts. Anybody want a dog?
Got a dog.
I got a dog.
You got 2.5 dogs.
Like, I'm done. This is it.
But anyways, the other story we have is Australia. It's not a real country.
Yeah.
There's no way. This Earth is flat.
That's right.
I still believe Pluto's a fucking planet. So
It is
you
a planet.
can't convince me
It
that
is.
Australia.
What are they
doesn't-
saying? It's a dwarf. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the dwarf planet, or
Yeah.
it's too small to be a planet. Is what they're saying.
But the sun is a dwarf.
Yeah, the sun is a dwarf star.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
So how can it be a dwarf planet?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess there's different classifications. So what we're dealing with here, if you haven't heard the story, is the flat Earth. The flat earthers are saying that that the notion that Australia is a country is something that's been made up by big government. Made up by big government, and there's no such thing as Australia, and all the pilots are in on it. And in fact, when you go to Australia, you're not going to Australia. You're going to some island off the coast of South America. What do you do with that? What do you think? These real people think this.
Dude, I've learned that people can be influenced horribly. Like, some people just cannot think for themselves. Like, it's just, they don't have it in them. Like,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is just be like really, like, it's like we
Well,
got
I think that's the
Hydra running
problem.
the world or something.
I think that's the problem. Is I think too many people are trying to think for themselves. Man, I think some people, dude, you should just tell them what to think. The flat earthers. I don't know if you read this, but like a lot of NBA players are becoming flat earthers. Kyrie Irving is a big voice for the Flat Earth Society.
I hope
Well,
not.
tell me how you go from
Kyrie Irving would definitely
from
just
California over to what are we talking about?
Australia, but listen,
Australia, or Newfoundland.
here's the deal. All the pilots are in on it, Joey. Once you become
yeah.
a pilot, a commercial pilot, they're like, hey, let me tell you all the secrets. Australia ain't real.
So is New Zealand real or is that fake?
So far, New Zealand's real, but we don't know. We don't know. We're not. The truth is out there. We're gonna keep chasing it. But they're saying that. Yeah, they're saying that they just fly you to an island off the coast of South America, and that's what people are saying is Australia. They're saying like, oh, somebody just came up with this accent, and every time somebody shows up on this island, they're like, well, the natives are talking like this, so. And generations. That's what they're saying. That Australia doesn't exist.
Well,
Are these the same people that think the moon's hollow and it's fake?
Oh yeah.
And on the backside, there's a door.
I wonder what they got against Australia, because if you're a flat earther, why can't you put Australia on the flat Earth?
I don't know, but here's the deal. I
I
think once you give in to some of this idiocy, it becomes easier every time to like believe the crap. You know what I mean? Like if I can talk you into believing one lie, then I've got you. You know what I mean? And then eventually I can feed you any line of BS I want, and as long as I've got some crack pipe evidence, you're gonna believe me.
Well, I guess in things that I don't know, but when it comes to like physics and stuff, like I have to study that shit, and I know how gravity works, and it's like you can't fucking convince me that this motherfucker's flat, and like it just doesn't add up. Like,
Javier, have you ever been to Australia?
I've never been to Australia.
That's because there's reasons for
That's
that.
why. Finland's the same way.
Really, I haven't heard that
Yeah,
one.
people don't think that exists either.
Here's here's the thing with Australia. I'm gonna debunk this whole thing right now. Kangaroos. Where else on earth? I guess if it's I don't know. This is ridiculous. What about the documentaries about the spiders that'll kill your ass in a heartbeat?
The big ass spiders the size of our table right here.
I mean, yeah. So we got this hidden island off the coast of South America that's like a kill zoo. I mean,
I can't remember where it is, but there is an island that like we, as like the world, like don't fuck with, that has like a population of people on it.
Oh yeah. Where that missionary,
that guy died. Yeah.
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 And like you can't get on that island because they'll just kill your ass. But
Here's
like,
the deal.
You also kill them if Because they're not
They don't
vaccinated
leave.
for.
Well, they don't leave the
Yeah.
island, so
Well, here's the deal too. In India, I can't think of the name of that island that you're referencing.
it's like Sentinels or something. Sentinel.
Pardon me for that, lack of credibility there. But in India, it is literally illegal to go to that island.
Yeah.
Well, and that's probably because of the vaccination
Yeah,
situation.
that's
You know,
right.
I mean, but it is illegal. So if you don't know, we didn't have this on the rundown, but like this missionary decides that he needs to tell the world about Jesus, and he obviously,
Yeah.
I need to start with the place that's gonna kill me the most. Like he gets in a boat and goes over there, and he just hops out and screams his name and says, "I'm John. Jesus loves you." And then he gets filled up full of arrows like immediately.
Well, I mean, even before, like, supposedly before he even got, they were like raining hellfire on the dude.
On the
and
boat!
He's like, all right, let's just keep going.
Well, some people
He's
took
like,
on
yeah,
pigs.
yeah.
They took on pigs and stuff, and they killed them right away too, before he even went over.
They did what?
Like people would try to take on pigs and all kinds of stuff, and they just kill them. Like the animals, they bury them.
I wonder what these people like. Honestly, like how these people survive on this island. How they've survived for so long. Like
Because they probably just eat fish.
they're fucking troopers,
man, I mean,
man.
Throw in some sweet potatoes, and they give you the rock.
That's right, man. That's right.
What you need to do is quit going on a boat and just land on that motherfucker on a helicopter and just blow their minds. Like,
Why are you trying to blow their minds? These people are fine.
oh, that's true,
No,
but
they've seen helicopters before.
But if I was a missionary, I'd be like, well, let's get down on a helicopter, blow their minds, and then maybe I'm whatever kind of
Well,
thing.
you
here's the
understand
deal.
they don't have the funds.
Huh?
Missionaries aren't going to have the funds to do that.
Yeah,
That's
missionaries,
true,
man,
that's
they ain't going to go to a helicopter. But here's the deal. The guy that
Well,
was...
anybody can be a missionary, right? You just got to
Mostly.
do it.
He's got to... Yeah, but
You want to go on a mission trip down to Mariana with us? Do a cleanup?
Do a cleanup?
Yeah.
we're cleaning up from the hurricane in a couple weeks, end of the month, I guess.
I would, but all my time's caught up now in studying for the PE.
Oh, because you were late to the PE.
Because I fucked up, I was late, and then I went on a 3-day drinking binge. But hey,
Hey, it
that's
happens.
life.
Happens the best time.
You know?
But, the missionary guy, the guy that was with him in the boat, I guess his boat captain, that took him over there was like, man, this poor bastard's about to die,
Well, he's facing some charges too.
Yeah, but he's still over there, right?
Yeah.
He's still over there, and he's kind of made contact with the folks. He's sold them some fish. He's kind of made some inroads with these folks, because he's not a jerk that just runs out and proclaims, whatever he thinks.
But by law, he's not allowed to. Be
Well,
there.
sure.
And they're prosecuting him for that.
Who's prosecuting him?
The local police.
Well,
because the police.
the local police. Joey, the local police will string him up and light him on fire.
Okay.
There is no local police.
Where he left the port.
Ah.
Out of.
Okay.
Because there's a rule of absolutely no contact with these guys.
Yeah, I understand. Also because of the vaccination thing, but also because if anybody goes there, you die. So let's just make sure everybody knows that don't go there.
Or.
Oh yeah, man. Let me
Yeah.
get a little taste of the monkey shoulder.
Monkey shoulder.
This show is brought to you by Monkey Shoulder. Not really, but if you
Yeah,
want to
Red Soul
sponsor
Cup.
us, Monkey Shoulder. If you want to sponsor us, come on. That's a hell of a pour.
We're gonna get you some. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sip on this. 'cause
Me too, man.
That's what I do to scotch.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do with
Yeah,
scotch.
I don't smash scotch.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
It's like $38
Tastes
for
great.
this thing.
That
Not
is
too
good?
bad.
It tastes great.
$1 per ounce is probably the best that you get for $1 per ounce.
That's good. Scotches. I was talking to Joey yesterday. We grabbed a beer at Brixton yesterday. Scotches, man. I love a good scotch, but have you ever had those scotches that taste like a wallet? You ever?
Yeah.
It's super leathery. It tastes like you're just
And
chewing on your
and
wallet.
I just wondered why I paid.
Yeah, and it's
a
like-
high dollar for them.
Yeah, it's like, this is a $60 bottle of scotch. And it tastes like ass leather.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn. Maybe I'm just not one of those guys that
Yeah, I don't have
sipped
that
it right,
refined
I didn't-
palate.
I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, Percy.
Percy, dude. Come on, man.
Percy just wants a little
So,
mascot.
yeah. But yeah, Australia's not real, guys. I think what it says is it speaks to our gullible nature as people, right? Because once you believe something, once you give in to the smallest conspiracy theory, something ridiculous, you know, it opens the door. And because if one thing can be questioned, then anything can be questioned, right? Is that, I mean,
we need to disqualify them from all the Olympics that they won, all the gold medals, silver medals, and bronze medals.
well, now here's the deal. Here's the real deal. These jokers that don't believe in the moon landing and don't believe in Australia and all the other things, they're voting. They're having kids, guys. They're procreating.
I mean, I got some of my own conspiracies that I believe in. Like,
give me like a couple. Give us a couple.
Like the first one is like, oh man, shit. It's with the Beatles.
You knew Paul McCartney never takes a drink
Yeah,
while
Paul,
he's on stage?
that was it. Paul,
He never what?
Takes a drink of water on
Paul,
stage?
that's what it is. I couldn't remember his name for a second. I don't think Paul McCartney is the real Paul McCartney. I think the real one died and this one got subbed in on us. Yep. I watched the whole thing on it and they convinced the shit out of me. I was like Paul McCartney started off right-handed on guitar, then now he's left-handed on guitar, and all kinds of other shit. Like, and then all the CDs and things, like he's the only one doing his own thing and the other ones are turning away and shit.
Yeah, I kind of buy into some of that. I've read some stories about some like hard rock groups with the screamo people that have just replaced the lead singer. Now they didn't have the popularity of the Beatles,
Yeah.
but that replaced the lead singer and just kept calling him the same name and moved forward. This is Death Slayer, you know, and he is Death Slayer, you know, just replaced him.
Yeah.
So is that why Ringo doesn't want to get back together? Because Paul is not real.
It's not the OP.
Yep. Like the other, was it 3 or 4? The other 3?
Yeah.
They-
Lennon's dead.
Yeah. They all knew that Paul McCartney was. They had to play along because they were so popular that they had to play along. Like supposedly Paul McCartney got into a wreck and then they just replaced his ass.
So the
with
guy
with
that
a
is
Paul
touring-
McCartney look-alike
The guy that is touring as Paul McCartney right now
right now.
is not Paul McCartney.
I don't believe it.
What are the odds of that, man? That you find a Paul McCartney lookalike that kind of sounds like him, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like him, is good at music,
This was
looks like him.
This was like a deep government thing. They had to give him like plastic surgery and stuff to make sure.
The government.
Yeah. The what is it? The MI6.
Well, it's a good thing it didn't happen right now because he wouldn't get it because they're shut down.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
You can't even e-file.
Yeah, you're nothing. I got my W-2 the other day. It's like, well, I'm gonna hold on to this for a while.
Well, is it e-file?
E-file.
Oh, I found a Lego set for Build a Wall.
Build a wall?
It's got like Trump on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
You know, the wall, I find that kind of funny, the wall. So the wall, they have to build between a half a mile off the border.
Yeah.
But once they touch land, soil in the U.S.,
That was it.
we have to take them in. We have to prosecute them.
Really? Yeah.
So it makes no sense. And everyone's making this big deal about the wall. But because if they build it right on the border, it's going to wash away. Plus, there's some trade treaties that it violates.
Trump doesn't care about
So-
trade treaties. Like, get
that-
real here. He doesn't
Dude,
So they have to
he's
build
pulled
it.
out of every fucking treaty we ever had. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm out.
Yeah, they have to build it between a half a mile and a mile off so it doesn't wash away. But once they touch the soil, then we have to prosecute them or take them in as
Wow.
refuge.
Man, you know, I spent some time in Israel and Palestine earlier this year, and you know, the whole thing with Trump making the Jerusalem where the embassy is. You know, he
Yeah.
did that last year. Everybody over there, Israel, Palestine, they'll all tell you Trump broke 6 UN treaties when he made that decision.
Oh, yeah.
He gives zero craps. He doesn't care at all. He's just like, but whatever. He's the president, and I respect him.
But that wall's not to do anything. It's all ran by the drug cartel.
Look,
I mean, they already use our border control as...
This right here is the funniest
Just crazy.
shit I've seen on Twitter about the fucking wall. If I can get it to play, dude. It's Trump himself.
Is it him preaching that sermon? Did you see that?
No, it's him in like 2004.
Yeah, that one. He's at a church. He's like it's for the theater of the mind here, folks. This is Donald Trump in a liturgical robe, a clerical robe, because you know he's the best Christian. Just ask him. He's in a liturgical robe, and he says something along the lines of, and I'm not going to give you my Trump impersonation. You got to pay for that. This is a free podcast. But he says,
This is going to be big league, guys.
That's right. He says, and I'm paraphrasing here. He says, never give up, never ever give up, even if there's a concrete wall. Go through it, So he's preaching the sermon of hope down there for our brown brothers and sisters to the south,
like,
man.
I don't care what you have to do.
Go.
Don't stop. Like, get to the other side of that wall.
Oh, man. But, maybe that's a conspiracy, too, and that actually never happened.
Fake news.
Donald Trump look-alike.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Dude, but
CNN, the worst.
Man, that wall thing, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on over there in Washington. I've never seen, like, I watched a little bit of the presidential thing come on, and I just turned it off.
You thought he was going to have a heart attack?
Yeah, I thought it was a good
No one
time.
talks about how hard he was.
He was having a hard-ass time reading that teleprompter. Like, super. I was like, this dude was not made to fucking read. Like, it was squinting and huffing. Like, I was like, gee.
He's huffing because he eats all those damn Big Macs.
Yeah, he also drinks, like, 14 Diet Cokes every day.
Yeah.
My man. I mean, that's commitment to the cause. He's like, I never have alcohol. I don't want to drink alcohol. I never have alcohol. His whole body's aspartame, though. It's just, it's like he's preserving his insides. Donald Trump's going to live forever. He is just preserving his insides with aspartame. Never going to die. He's pickling. It's really...
Dude does look like he's pickling. Like,
a big old orange pickle.
My son tells the one accountant over here, one of our local accountants, said he looks like Trump.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, man.
He does not find that funny.
He kind of does. I mean, his demeanor, his put togetherness.
dude, I'm glad y'all told me that, because, like, I hope I don't run into this person one day and be like, oh, Donald Trump, shit.
Well, no, it's not that. It's not that kind of a lookalike. But if you see
but
him,
his son could pass for a young Trump.
yeah, if you see this guy, and you know that this connection has been made, then you're gonna be like, yeah, yeah.
He'd be a fun one on this podcast.
I can't decide, man. I think so. I think so.
Come to the Breakfast Club and you'll get the real picture of him.
Yeah, man. He's got opinions. He does have opinions,
yeah.
and he's not afraid to share them. I do love that.
So speaking of preserving your insides,
oh man, I did have a. Okay, let me grab my notes here. Did a little research on this deal today because I saw this story, and I want to tell you guys a story, and we're gonna have some participation here. I want to tell you about the best long con. It's just a great, the best long con I've ever read about. So here's a story about the oldest lady that had ever lived. She was 117-year-old Janine Clement. She's French. Janine Clement. She died back in 1997, but she was 117 years old. And at that point, she was the oldest person alive. She was very lucid. Even right up until the end, right up until she died, she was doing interviews. She was in the Guinness Book of World Records. She was talking to the Guinness folks the whole nine. She would say things like, guess God forgot about me, kind of stuff. She had like material. She had a tight five. She's doing material at 117 years old.
She had some writers for her.
Yeah, who knows? She had a team of writers. She's up there, but she was very lucid, very, looked good, put together, all that kind of stuff, So, you read these things that are like the secret of life, what's these old folks, and we love to read about it because it's like, man, I just eat cigarette butts all day and, drink bourbon, I eat bacon and bourbon all day long. And,
yeah.
And we read that, it's like, oh, man, heck yeah, man, I can keep on doing this terrible thing to my body and I'm fine.
I'll do it.
Justification, right? So, fast forward, very recently, in the past week or two, this mathematician and member of, get this, the Society of Naturalists in Moscow, Russia.
You just pay $10 and you're in. It sounds like that. And you're just like, here's my dues. Put that shit behind my name.
He wrote this paper called Janine Clement, The Secret to Longevity. So let me ask you guys, what do you think Janine Clement's secret, what do you think the secret is to a long, healthy, like 100. I said 117. She was 122 by the way. No, 117. That's right. 117.
Well, first of all, we're talking about a mathematician, and then he's trying to work on somebody that's like he's trying to do like physical body shit.
These
like,
are the Society of Naturalists. So I mean, it's like things that happen in nature too.
Okay.
But by trade, he's a mathematician. What do you think? What do you think the secret to a long life
A lot
is?
of potato vodka.
Potato vodka.
Yeah.
She's French now. She's
Mixed
French.
With grape juice. I don't care. Oh, well,
a
she's
glass
French.
of wine a day.
A glass of wine a day
Wine and cheese.
keeps the Grim Reaper away.
Yeah, wine and cheese.
What do you think,
Let's
Joey?
see. And she was in the right state of mind.
Yeah, man, very lucid. Very lucid.
I'm gonna say she was very sexually active.
Sexually active. That's a good
Yeah.
guess. You know, I polled a few other folks, and they said stuff, you know, like, oh man, she had a loving family. She, you know, whatever. Then it was the bacon and bratwurst people. Here's the secret to life, the long life of Janine Clement. She lied. She was not 117, according to this mathematician. Her mother died, and to skirt the inheritance taxes, she just assumed her mom's identity and kept this thing going
She's
until
Paul McCartney.
She is Paul McCartney. She's an imposter. So this lady assumes her mom's identity, and to skirt some inheritance taxes. You know, she's getting a little money. I guess she's like, I don't want to pay that money. I'll just take her name. You know, so she goes forward in this. So like, but I can't for the life of me get behind. You know, she just totally takes her mom's identity and lives through life. At what point did she say, man, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm about to be the oldest fucking woman in the world.
The point that people start fucking interviewing you. You're
Yeah,
like,
you
I
get to the
guess
point.
now.
She hits what? She hits 105, and she's just living this quiet life. And somebody, hello, it's Guinness. You're getting close to being the oldest. Oh God, yeah, it's me, Janine. Yeah, it's me. So she just ends up like embracing this persona of the oldest woman alive and going for it. You know, what does she stand to gain, man? She skirted a couple grand maybe in taxes back in the day when her mom died. Like at this point, like she's in it for like history. You know, she just wants to be remembered.
Well, how much money, I wonder?
Yeah, I don't
did she
know.
Get? And then what would it equal to today?
Right. But look, get this. This is how serious. So Guinness, they hold strong. They're like, no, this mathematician, he's wrong. He's probably Russian. He's Russian. You know, who can try? You know, whatever. They're just,
This is all Putin.
yeah, they're just refuting this evidence of this, you know, this mathematician. The mathematician wants to take this so far as to exhume the bodies of this lady and her mom to prove that he's got it going on.
Oh, that's messed up, but that'd be awesome.
I know. I can't decide what I think about it. I'm like, man, dig them up. Let's see. Let's see. But isn't that crazy? That's the longest con, man. She's like, you know, the oldest lady. She plays this thing up. She's all, you know, really going gung ho about this.
Hey,
thing.
I'm all for the applause and good job, you did it. But I'm not up for digging no fucking bodies up.
Well,
Just
her
But
mom
she's
would
holding
have
this
to be
record,
like,
man.
Her
Cool.
mom would have to be like super old if she lived to be 117.
hey, people cheat all the time and they get records. She just did it better. Like,
So you subscribe to the school of thought that if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
yeah, exactly. This woman right here, she played it off like she's dead now. We're just gonna leave her alone. She got it.
Wonder
Should
how
have
old her
got her
mom
while
is.
she was alive.
What would her mom be old or would her mom be young? So you think like, so say her mom died when Janine was what? Say
18.
Well,
Okay, say 18.
She was
Or 20,
100, she
20
was
would be-
117 in the what 1990s.
Yeah.
So she was
1997.
back in the 1800s, right? What went down in the 1800s?
No, man, she wasn't that old. Like, so no.
Yeah. If she was 117.
She would have been 117 in 1997.
Yeah, so she'd be in
So she's
17 plus another 10. Yeah, she would have been born in 1890.
Oh wow.
So,
I wonder how old she really was when she died. I couldn't find that information.
man, you make it to 90, you're fucking legendary to me.
Dude,
Like,
today-
you did good.
Today, if you make it to
did
100,
great.
you were born during World War One when it
Yeah.
ended.
Yeah.
Like if you're 101, you were born
Now it
during
ended.
World War One,
You
which
see-
is crazy.
I don't really know that I want to live that long. You know, I don't know.
I'm fine with living as long as possible, but at the moment I start shitting and pissing myself, that's when I'm out.
I don't know, man. In
really-
my
No way,
book,
man.
in
No
my
way.
I don't want people fucking around with my junk.
in my book, man, the day I can get somebody to clean up my shit, that's the day I've made it. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. Like, I'm thinking like, if I make it to be like, say 90, and my wife kicks before me, I'm gonna be the biggest perv in that freaking old fogey's home ever. I'm gonna take full advantage because you're gonna be like, oh, he's old, he doesn't know, he's senile, he doesn't know what's going on. I'm gonna play it off too. I'll be like,
what's your name, sweetheart? Sorry, I got old there and immediately took on like a Bronx accent. You know, I think that's what happens to us when we get old, right?
Yeah.
I'll have my kids like funnel in, or my grandkids funnel in Viagra and stuff.
the old folks' home drug ring.
Yeah, that's right.
That stuff's got street cred, man. You
Be
get
like-
3 extra Jellos for a Viagra.
Be crushing it up, singing.
Oh man,
She's getting lucky tonight.
Go lay down.
that's good stuff. We got this big old Great Dane in the studio with us
Yeah.
today. How much does that dog weigh?
About 130.
God, man.
130 of pure fucking baby. Like, I think the only thing this dog can do for me is if the house is burned down, he'll find the fastest way out.
Oh, I thought it'd like cuddle up to you. I thought it was a circus dog.
Oh yeah. Well, like the first podcast, I went to like, well, that was during my 3-day binging. Like when I missed the PE, I was like driving.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
I
Yeah.
was having such a shitty day, so then I went straight down to New Orleans and went to Voodoo Fest, and they got this boy in as my service dog.
That's right. You told that story at the lumberyard party the other day.
They asked me like, what he was gonna do for me. I was just gonna be like, just keep me up. Like,
Go hold me up, man.
yeah. I tried to not lie about it. Like I was like, yeah, if I'm hammered, like I'm gonna lean on this dude.
Your dog likes scotch. He's trying to get in here, man. I also saw you put sausage in your pockets that night. You put a bunch of deer sausage in your pockets before you left.
No,
That was
I,
some good sauce.
It was so good.
I folded it up, man. I got that shit.
I should have brought some summer
I ate on
sausage
that
out.
for like 3
Man,
days.
that was delicious, dude.
Yeah,
it
you
was
like
good. It was. You said it was cracked pepper garlic.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
I'm glad Joey got on the shucking, because I wouldn't have had any oysters if this man wasn't out there shucking.
Yeah, man, those guys didn't know how to shuck worth a damn. They left all those oysters in there.
They were like, man, these too little.
Yeah, we need to have an oyster party.
Man, you know, I saw some oysters the other day at Winn-Dixie, and I was like, nah. I thought about it. God, I can't do it.
Yeah, no, you got to go to Hunt's.
Well, you know, I bought some not long ago at Rose Hill in Columbus.
Rose Hill, are they still open though?
Yeah.
How long ago did you buy it?
About a month ago.
Damn, I thought they were closed. I thought they were closing up because Georgia passed a law that they wouldn't take the EBT, and they had a lot of EBT users.
Oh, wow. Well, I bought it. It was about a month ago.
Oh, that's good to know because that's normally where I always buy my seafood.
Where do you get it now?
Somehow the EBT users found money.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how it goes.
last time I got them, I had to go down to Dothan.
Well, okay, so I hear.
Well, I sent my brother-in-law down to Dothan to get them, and he comes back with them already shucked. Never ever bring me oysters that are already shucked.
that's terrible, man.
How do I even know that they're fresh?
Oh my goodness. So I hear like folklore about this lady in Abbeville down the street.
Yes.
The Sea Hag
Yep, I know her.
is
Yep.
what she calls herself. And apparently she's got some pretty banging seafood. Like if you want shrimp, scallops, oysters, whatever, she's the lady to go to. I don't know how to find her. You know?
No, I've had 3 people tell me about her at work.
I've made some like backstreet like seafood deals before. Like like text a dude like, what up, man? Like I meet you at the corner. Like just give him some cash money. He hooks you up with like 3 bags of freaking like crabs and like jumbo shrimp for like a third of the price, and you don't ask where they came from. You just fucking take the fresh bag of jumbo shrimp and you go cook them.
Yeah, we have a guy that showers at the campground. He'll come and pay $3 to shower because he comes up from Florida turkey hunting. Call him the turkey guy.
Yeah.
He can bring some really good oysters too.
Dude, get him to come.
Yeah, next time he's up, I'm gonna ask him. Because all I gotta do is just trade him some meat for some oysters. A little bargaining.
Look, I think we'd be better off just going back to being a bartering
Oh
society.
yeah, kind of like that was cool about Italy. I could go in and barter on things.
Yeah, man. I try to barter here. Sometimes it works, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta. You never know unless you ask. That's kind of.
I need to go barter.
this.
I need to go barter with Dr. Lee and be like, All right, you give me a case of Omaha beer, the milk, no udder. You give me a case of that, I'll give you so many things of sticks of meat. That'd be sweet.
No doubt, man. That's good.
Throw in some jerky.
You
You
got
do
some
jerky
good
too?
jerky,
Yeah,
man.
do some jerky.
I want some of that venison jerky.
Oh, it's
you had
gone.
some. I know you, bastard.
Kill a deer. Bring it here.
Man,
I don't kill deer. I just.
I
eat
haven't
them.
hunted in a long time, but I'm familiar with a bunch of kids in the community, and I'm always like, man, kill me a deer and just take it to the processing plant. I'll pay for it.
No,
You
don't
are
even-
my mercenary.
Tell them to kill it. Bring it over here. We'll process it.
Yeah, man, we can do that.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. I don't have time to go hunting. I don't have time to do all that. But man, they're all about it. I'm like, shoot something, you know.
Hey, you're gonna ask Brett your question that you asked on the first podcast, your poll that you had going.
Did I ever ask you that?
I don't know, man. Let's hear it.
We were at work, and I don't know what struck the topic, but I'd had this conversation with a couple of my friends, and it was basically like, do you piss in the shower?
Yes.
You piss in the shower?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not a shower pisser.
Really?
It blew my mind. Well, the majority of people that I spoke to are shower pissers,
Absolutely.
and it just blows my fucking mind. I'm just like,
You might be the other ones that aren't shower pissers.
well, yeah, I'm the minority. I feel like a minority. When
Oh,
it comes
you
to-
are.
You are a minority.
and some days I want to piss in the shower, but I
You
don't.
can't just turn it loose, man. You can't.
Well, but the thing is, my routine is when I go straight into the bathroom, I go take a piss and a shit, and so I get it all out of me before I even hop
You
into
don't have
the
that
tub.
residual pee that kind of
Yeah.
hangs out in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a little extra. It's like, man, I can pee.
I never had that urge.
Save some. Save some. Next time. Don't let it go all out. Just you gotta start slow, man. It's freeing. It really is. The shower's a place where you can just do anything. It's a lawless swamp. in
Well,
there.
we've had some good conversation about it, and some of the arguments are the piping goes to the same. It's the
right.
same piping.
Yeah.
So it's the same sewer system piping. So what's the problem with that?
And the soap that you use on your body washes down the drain, following the piss, so it's clean. It's not like it's leaving your shower like desecrated or anything.
I had a roommate that his whole thing was like to not get out of the shower on the mat, like wet as shit, leave it wet. And I would have left that motherfucker wet every day if I knew he was pissing in the shower every fucking day. Because come to find out, he's one of my friends. He's like, oh yeah, I piss in the shower. I was like, you fucking piss in the shower? All those years, you told me not to wet the mat, and you're pissing in the shower, and then I'm getting in after you.
Dude,
Just
the
break that
shower.
off right before,
Yeah.
before you got
Now
into
that's a different. Yeah, I mean, if you do that in the shower, what's the difference? The shower is just a big toilet. Let's be honest. The shower is just an open air.
No, I have puked in the shower, and that's terrible. 'cause
That's
then I gotta
no
get out the-
good.
I gotta get out the screwdriver, open up that, because they got that little circle thing with all the little circles in it. You gotta take out the screws just to wash all that puke down.
I puked in the sink before, and I've had people tell me like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, it's the fucking same thing.
Well, then
And
how?
the next morning, I'm like, that was not the
It's
same
not a good.
thing.
It's not the same thing. But I tell you, for just pissing, man, the shower, it's very liberating.
I mean, I can see when the warm water hits you
Oh, man.
that you would love to piss for some reason if you had to. But like the way my routine works is I get it all out of me every time before. Like I do have an urge to piss when I wake up in the morning, but I do that before I get in the
Well,
shower.
you're gonna be great when you have kids. You not so good, because I'll tell you what, you're gonna have 50 million toys in the shower that you have to avoid.
Piss on those. Let me tell you. Speaking of bathroom and piss and stuff, so it's been a while. It's been probably 5 or 6 months. I was up in Atlanta meeting a buddy. We were meeting at a unnamed Mexican Subway. So kind of, it was, Moe's, Chipotle, Willie's, that kind of deal. So we're meeting there. So we had our meal, and I had to piss, So like, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go pee. And this guy walks out of the bathroom in front of me, and he's like he looks some kind of way. He probably like a Vietnam vet. That's the way I would describe this guy. And he looks me dead in the eye, and he grabs me by the shoulder, and he says, "Man, don't go in there. I just shit on the wall." I did not go in there. I did not go in there. But let my imagination run wild. Like, what did that guy do in there? Like, oh my goodness, I don't know.
What a good dude, though. To be like,
That's great, dude.
to be like, dude, do not.
Not good enough to clean it up. Not that good a dude. Like just a regular. He's like, he saw me and he's like, man, because in his mind he was gonna slide out of there and nobody was gonna be coming to that bathroom, right? Nobody's gonna be coming in. He was gonna slip out, and then the next guy was gonna get it. But he's like, man, I gotta do something now. Don't go in there. I shit on the wall.
The worst part is he patted you on the shoulder. Who knows? You might even.
Yeah, man. I'm like, God. I thought about that. I didn't think about that for a while. I was like, man, that guy touched my shoulder. It was bad news.
Oh man. We're right at an hour. You want to keep going, or you want to?
Man, whatever.
We
We can go for about this much longer.
Oh, we still have some time. Yeah, let's keep going. But
What else? What's next on the list?
oh, dude, I've been getting the Hello Fresh. You guys get the blue aprons, right?
I've done Blue Apron and I've done Hello Fresh because I wanted to know. I wanted to know what's what about it. I gave it a good old what for. What you got about Hello Fresh?
Which one like you better? Because I've only done Blue Apron.
I liked Hello Fresh better. I liked Hello Fresh
I
better.
heard Hello Fresh was
But I just
top rated.
I just kept forgetting about Blue Apron oh crap! There goes $60 out of my bank account right there. I just forgot about it.
Yeah, so that man. Oh shit! I didn't eat food.
I bought groceries yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm not good. I'm not a recipe guy, man. If I'm cooking, it's going to be like a creative exercise.
I wish I was like that. I'm just, if I don't have it in front of me, I don't feel like thinking when I'm cooking. Like I'll just do some basic shit, but when I do those, I'm like, thank God they showed me some shit because like it tastes a lot better. Like I like all the variety they give me because if it's me, I'm just cooking this boring ass food is my thing.
But does Blue Apron say get a small pot?
Yeah.
What the hell's a small pot? How many courses is a small pot? Like,
the smallest pot you got. It's just a small
what
pot.
do they consider a small pot, a large pot? Because I got a small pot one time because it said get a small pot, so I got a small pot, and my shit barely fit in it. I'm like, this is not a small pot. How many quarts? Give me quarts. I can at least turn it over and say, all right, I got the right quarts.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many quarts any of my pots are. It's
on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
I just have some pots and some pans.
When they say small pot, I get the smallest pot. I'll just look
That's
at
what I
the
did.
variety of shit I have and I say, well, that's the smallest one.
But when you're cooking with some weird ass ingredient and you don't know what the hell it's going to do, and it swells up.
Sorry, I didn't realize bok choy swells to 7 times its size. But I appreciated the Blue Apron, and the HelloFresh. Again, I like to cook creatively, so it ended up where I was just like, man, forget these recipes. I'm just mixing some stuff together. I got all this stuff. We're going to get a little wild here.
I have mastered how to roast some vegetables, though.
Yeah. Well, it does help you with like basic cooking technique.
Yeah.
It helps you out with just little stuff like that.
And that ciabatta bread, cutting it in half, toasting it in the oven, putting a little garlic butter on it.
The one thing
a little cheese on there yet.
I do now, because of Blue Apron is like, if I'm cooking rice, like now I'll get some like crisp. I'll like take some rice out and like crisp it on the stove and throw it back in there so I got like a crunch in my rice. Yeah. Once I did that one time, I was like, I can't fucking go back. Like
I've never crisped my own rice.
I always
know
throw a tablespoon of butter in my rice now because of the.
Like it was like they just said whatever kind of rice they just had you like take some out and lay it on the pan and cook it for a second, and then you just throw it back in there with the rest, and like you get
only some of the rice that's crispy.
Only some of the rice. So every bite you get like just a little crunch, and I was just like, it's fucking genius. Like I love it. And so
I'm into it.
They give you a bunch of good techniques, and they say like I don't know. Whenever I get home, I don't want to think of shit. Like so, if you give me a card that gives me numbers and what I gotta do to chop up. My life is a lot easier.
See, what they really need to do is do a Blue Apron or a HelloFresh crock pot where you just throw it all in, you leave, you get to work, you come back, and the damn thing's ready to eat when you get home.
Well, with all this Instapot madness, man, that's coming.
Yeah.
With there's so many Facebook mom groups about Instapots.
You following a lot of them?
Yeah, just check them out. Trying to find the recently divorced mom. Yeah, you get to a point. It's just like, man. I'm not looking for the never married 32-year-old woman. I'm looking for the first guy treating me like shit. maybe lowered some expectations, that kind of thing. You gotta be realistic about what you got going on. The never married 32-year-olds they're something else. But so yeah, you gotta patrol the Instapot groups. Check out some women's ministries at a church or two. That kind of thing, man. You gotta work with what you got. You gotta use your resources.
That's right.
I think Sarah at work before she left told me there was like a group for singles here in Eufaula or something.
I would not go to
like
that.
You go like a AA thing. Like I was like, really? Like you go to these
Singles
things?
Anonymous?
Yeah, I was like, I don't
Like
think
an
I want
AA?
to meet the people.
Yeah, it's called
that go
Bash.com or
to the AA meetings for singles. Like I don't know if that's the right way. Like
I thought it was all done online these days.
I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm gonna be honest. I've dabbled in that. I just don't love it.
What, the online thing?
dating? It feels weird, man. It just feels weird.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's a way to get connected. If you meet in real life and you don't like each other, fuck it. That was it. Like that was what that was. But I don't know. I feel like when in small towns like this, you gotta take advantage of it when you can. Like, but
if you hook up with one girl here, then everybody knows about it.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I don't care. That's my thing. It's like you can know about it all you want. Never mind. Like, now if it was a nasty girl, then I'd be like, shit, I really fucked up. Like, shouldn't have done it.
You don't go down to the birdie's nest or bird's nest,
The
whatever.
birds.
I haven't stepped up in the bird's nest.
We should go. Tell you what I did the other night. It's been
They got oysters down there.
at the bird's nest.
Yeah, for like, I think
Don't say a cheap
$6.99
price.
for a dozen.
Ew. I'm scared of that, man.
Was $6.99 for a dozen?
Have you had them?
No.
We should go.
All right.
We should go to the bird's nest and grab some oysters. I'm a little scared of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tell you what I did do, and I can't remember when this was. It was back in November. It was the Auburn Georgia game. I had some buddies come down, and we were just trying to look for something to do, and we went to the Hilltop.
Oh, I've never been to the Hilltop.
I had not either. I was like, man, I got some boys with me. We're going to the Hilltop. It's what you think it is. I'll just leave it at that. It is what you think it is. Every small town's got that place, though. You know, got that place that it's like no one new comes here. Who are these guys?
Have you been out to the airport?
Not the bar. I've been to the
I haven't been
just
either.
the restaurant, but yeah, man, I probably won't go back to the Hilltop. And I've heard similar reputations about the Bird's Nest.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been out there.
I don't know what to expect at all.
I know Constable and Lax have gone out there before. So if they survived it, we'll be able to survive it.
We'll be fine.
I'm intrigued, but nervous about $6.95 oysters. Like that's cheap. That's cheap.
Well, I was down at the beach one time. We paid
I'll risk
$5
some
for a
oysters.
dozen at happy hour.
At happy hour on the beach. Man, we're inland. River oyster?
What's the worst that happens? You get diarrhea for
Yes, man. I don't know, dude.
My thing is, I got the alcohol to kill it. I'm usually when I'm drinking or eating oysters, I'm sipping on alcohol. Like,
I actually think you just can't eat oysters without a beer. There's something.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I've ever had an oyster without alcohol.
There's certain foods that you just can't eat without beer.
Crawfish, I don't eat
Oysters,
crawfish
without
alcohol.
hot wings. That's un-American. I know for a fact. It's just science. It takes four beers to eat a dozen wings. It just does. Every time, it always works out that way. It just does. I don't know what to tell you. But there's just certain foods. What are some other ones? What are some other foods you can't eat without?
Steak. You gotta have a beer with a steak.
A beer, or you know what? I'll class it up and go like a really good red wine with a steak.
Oh, my red wine's it's $2.98 at Aldi's.
Aldi. That's that $2 chuck from Trader Joe's. That's kind of the same deal.
Yep.
I've got some red wine that I brought back from Israel that I haven't drank yet, but it's really good. It's really good.
I'm not a wine drinker, to tell you the truth, but the best wine I've ever had was the wine that we break out at the Catholic Church for Christmas. And it was like the wine that they had before they blessed it. And I was like, I don't know what monk made this wine, but it is awesome. Like,
You know, a lot of those monks, man, they're good beer makers too. You know, if you ever get a hold of some beer made by monks, man, it's always really good.
I bet, dude. What else they gonna do? I mean, they're just
They can't
praying
talk.
and making alcohol.
Praying and making beer. That's not a bad. I can pray while I brood. I think I can do that. But yeah, those are the quintessential foods you got to have beer with. Tacos.
Yeah, tacos.
Taco. Yeah, amazing beer with tacos.
Or
I usually like to
margarita.
do margaritas.
Man, I really wanted a margarita tonight. I almost.
Oh, you should have told me. I got a recipe. I got a margarita maker too.
Really?
Yep.
Man, I almost went to. You guys ever go to El Jalisco and get? You can't just get the regular margarita there. You got to get the medium, or I guess large you can, but I can't do that. Medium top shelf at El Jalisco. It's beautiful.
What are they? What's the Patron or something?
I don't know what their top shelf is, but I don't. Here's the deal: I don't care because what happens is when you order a margarita, it's pre-made, it's back there, and they just
Yeah.
But the waitresses pour the booze on the top shelf drinks at El Jalisco, so they don't know what 2 ounces is. It's always so good, man. I've had 3 before, and it's like a code red, Like, should I be like walking around?
Well, I didn't realize that there's 2 different tequilas. There's one for drinking, and then there's one for mixing.
Really?
Until I went to Mexico.
I didn't know that.
And
I
I
don't
got-
think anybody in America knows that, man.
And I got like this.
Was it Jose Gold and Jose Silver?
Yeah. Now I got this thing. It was like the bottle's about like that round, like this tall. It was just for mixing, and you could tell a big difference.
Percy got a new owner?
Yeah, we're
He's
buds.
he's up against you like, what's up, man? You're my dude. He's gonna get in the wrong. You're gonna get in the wrong vehicle. Come and leave.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know about the 2 different types of tequila.
And then they have a cream tequila too, which is wicked.
You don't want to tell me that. I can drink tequila.
Man, I
Yeah.
should
After like
not.
3 or 4 shots, the shit turns into water. No
Oh, yeah.
lie. Like I don't feel any burn.
After
and
like
I
3
get
or 4
thirsty.
shots.
I
I
get
had-
thirsty, dude.
I had this stuff. This is their second bottle, but last year at our Christmas party, it was on a Friday, so I had a bunch of people come here, so they wouldn't have to drive down to Headland and Abbeville.
Oh, that
It's like,
smells good. Smell
I
that.
was just like,
Yeah, we had some.
yeah, he had some.
Yeah.
Put them out now. But I was doing double shots, so I had maybe 6, 7 people come over. Each person that came, it's like, do a shot. I was pouring doubles. I didn't realize how wasted I was. I was pretty wasted. I don't remember a thing at the Christmas party.
Yeah, how some people around here get with whiskey, like that's how I am with tequila. Like that is the one that gets me wild, and
You
I
said-
just do uncharacteristic shit.
You
Like
said after 3 or 4 shots, that shit turns to water. After 3 or 4 shots of tequila, my shit turns to water. I am done. I'm going to bed. I'm like, it is no good.
Yeah, that's what Budweiser does to me. It turns my shit to water.
Dude, Budweiser is one of those uncharacteristic things that, like, I could have 3 Budweisers. I'm gonna have a headache tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna punch you in the
And
face.
diarrhea.
And diarrhea. But that's the only beer I like to drink with crawfish. Bud Heavies, man. I love them.
Man, I love me some crawfish.
Dude, we need to do that too. We just need to.
The best crawfish I had here that was like up with the crawfish in New Orleans and Louisiana was out at Foster Fest. Whenever that kicked up, some Bayou restaurant.
11th and Bay, probably.
Something. Maybe
Where is Foster Fest? Is that Columbus?
That's a Dothan.
Dothan, okay.
But these dudes didn't have a line, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "I walked." There was a line for like, the funnel cakes. There's a line for the funnel cakes, and I'm thinking this is the crawfish line because I'm just like, "Oh shit, yeah, the crawfish line's gonna be fucking long." And then I asked somebody like, "No, it's
You suck the heads.
yeah."
Dude, no doubt.
And so I go to the line with no. I was like, "Damn, ain't nobody in this crawfish line." I get 2 plates of crawfish. That shit was hot.
That's
Like-
like good, man.
Yeah, no,
they're
and I'm just
good.
like,
Yeah.
this dude knows what's going on, but that's why there was no line, because anybody else who had crawfish was probably like, fuck me, like.
When I was coming back from Shreveport, we stopped at some hole in the wall. I mean, like, It was worse than this in here. Like no insulation. It was like.
So that's how you know
out.
sometimes, right? That's
Oh man, they had another building that was probably like 4 times the size, and they just had this big thing where they did all the crawfish, and it had like those screen door, but it was netting the whole way around. Oh man, and that corn on the cob that they did in there.
Yeah, dude, I was smashing that crawfish, and I was smashing those potatoes and the corn and everything, and like. I had to drink some beer to get that shit down, but that's what I love. Like
I thought you had to buy a pitcher of beer to eat them.
Yeah, no, I love like this crawfish is one of those things. It's got to be as spicy as possible.
Yeah,
and then I got to have a beer in my hand, and then I can just do that all day.
Who's up for a weekend trip when crawfish come back in?
I love to go to a crawfish festival and just pay like $10 for like live music, and then all the crawfish you can eat all day.
$10.
Yeah, some of them are like that cheap.
Yeah, I'd pay $100.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'd pay $50 easily.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt.
Don't tell the church I won't be tithing.
Yeah, man, crawfish is one of those things that's like, you know, and it's the same thing with hot wings. Like, God, you just almost need all your beer sitting there because like. It's a pain. I don't want to run out. I don't want to run out because then you got to stop eating crawfish or just set your mouth on absolute fire. Right? It's just the same.
So your wings, do you like them fried or grilled or?
I've done them both. I like good smoked wings.
Oh,
good smoked wings and toss them in some good sauce, man. I like them fried okay. But
not many people smoke the wings down here.
They are good, man.
Yeah, fried is my least favorite.
Fried's your least favorite?
Yeah.
What do you do? Broil yours?
Well, I guess most of the time I just put them in the oven and broil them or.
I like mine on the grill.
I'm gonna grill. Here's the deal, man. With food, anytime I can light the fire on the grill, I'm gonna do it. You know, if I can find an excuse to get outside. Here's the thing: you light the charcoal. You gotta let it heat up. You gotta let cook it slower on the grill. And like when you're charcoal grilling, it's just a longer time to drink beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You kind of feel bad, dinner's over and you're still, but on a regular night, you're gonna light the beer, gonna have a few beers. Light the grill, gonna have a few beers while you're waiting on it to heat up and all that kind of stuff.
See, my problem is when I light the charcoal grill, and if I'm just doing wings, I gotta make sure it's all filled up. So then out comes the sausage or
no doubt.
I'm
the same way, man.
Like I want to make sure that thing's full. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of that charcoal.
And then I waste so much of it,
Oh yeah. And then at the end I'm like, oh man, this is like perfect for steak to throw on.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Now the fire's perfect. We grab it. Yeah, I'm the same way.
I got a bunch of T-bones. You guys like T-bones?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We'll get that thing fired up one time. And we'll throw some T-bones on. It's all grass fed, so there's very little fat on them.
That's cool. How do you come across, and I quote, a bunch of T-bones? You got random meats in there, man. That's cool.
I know a guy that has a farm, and these are 2017 T-bones.
Nice.
So technically he couldn't sell them. So I said I'll buy them at a discount. I told him I'd actually pay full price, but he said he'd give them to me at a discount.
That's nice.
So I bought a bunch.
That's cool. Yeah, I like a good T-bone, man. What's your favorite cut of steak? What do you got? What's your?
Mine's actually New York strip.
Really?
I love a New York strip.
That's good. I think T-bone ribeye. T-bone ribeye. Either way, I'm in. I like that.
No, I just enjoy eating fucking steak. Like I don't complain anytime I have steak.
Hobby doesn't care. Just give him a steak.
You give me a steak.
Give him just a roast.
It can be whatever. Like I just eat it. Like I don't. As long as it's seasoned well. Like, but I don't do too much to my steaks. I just salt and pepper them. Yeah, and anything you give me, I just salt and pepper it, and that's it. That's all I do.
Oh, I got special marinade that I do on mine.
Yeah, I like to marinate. What is the secret?
It's Dale's, garlic, onion powder, and then there's this like the steaks or the seasoning I use to put on my jerky. I'll throw a little bit of that in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's underrated. I still like a good old Italian dressing marinated steak. You ever do that? Just spicy Italian dressing.
My father-in-law makes a mean brisket. He hasn't made one since he moved down here.
I can appreciate a good brisket.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make a good brisket, but
he'll marinate that sucker in Italian dressing
for 3 days or something. Yeah, man, it's wild.
I need to get him to make me one again because when he was up in Indiana, he made one. Man, it was awesome. It was off the chain, and he just did it like this. Like the little Weber
Weber
charcoal
grill?
that I have out here. That's all he did it on.
Wow.
I mean, it wasn't anything fancy like I would
Man,
use.
a good Weber charcoal grill, man. It just doesn't get better.
Dude,
than
I'm
that.
telling you, Weber has it going on.
They do.
My friend's been telling me I need to get one of the green egg things. You know,
I'm not gonna pay $7
No.
for it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Go get one that's from Charborough. They work just as good, and they're a lot cheaper.
I'm just not gonna pay $1,000 for a grill.
Or
Also, I can't. I can't pay.
if you can make your own, just go get a terracotta pot, those clay pots, because that's all it is just clay.
Yeah.
And you can make your own, and they work. I've heard that they work just the same.
So I just need to take a clay class and just
Yeah.
smash
No,
it out.
just go buy.
Buy a terracotta
Yeah,
pot.
just go to Home Depot, Lowe's. I thought about trying to make one.
All right. But yeah, I honestly I don't know if I've. Well, I have been at a friend's house and he cooked some stuff on it, but it was cooked to me.
Right, there's a ceiling, right? It's like it can only be so good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Above that, it's like, man, you're just spending money.
Yeah, I didn't see the gist in it unless the thing constantly spit out just good food without you having to fucking worry about it getting too hot in the thing or something.
Yeah, part of it's just controlling the temperature. It's all about that.
Right, and that's a big deal. And you know, my little crappy charcoal grill, man, it doesn't hold good temperature for very long. You know.
But I've eaten off like at the Dollar General store where you buy the $15.
Oh, I've cooked
It has
off
like the maroon top to it, or actually, I think it's really crimson.
Yeah.
Like a true crimson color. People down here don't know what crimson is. They just wear red and they think it's crimson. That's not true.
Roll Tide.
But these had like a crimson color to it. And man, I had some great food off there. But these people, I mean, when you're barbecuing like that, you gotta stay there. You gotta be drinking.
Yeah, man, that's part of the experience,
Yeah.
dude. I don't want to be able to put charcoal in a grill and never look at it again, because part of the whole thing is taking care of it, being out there, and you're managing stuff. You got another fire going, you know. You got a beer, maybe a good cigar, you know. That's part of the experience.
Yeah, when we did Halloween, I actually had to take off work because I had a big smoker.
Yeah.
I had one of our friends bring a smoker in, and that was an all day. Oh man, it was awesome. I should have really started like 12 at that night for a 6 p.m. finish to get that hog. We need to do that again. This spring a party at my house.
Anytime, dude.
You did a whole hog?
A whole hog, yep. Buy that pig.
Where'd you get your pig?
Piggly Wiggly. Just go there. They have it all cleaned out. All you gotta do is just season it.
Why wouldn't Piggly Wiggly have a pig?
Yeah, right.
Right.
You just throw it. We got one of my friends had one of those big coolers about the size of this. We threw it in there, brined it.
What'd you brine it with?
It was garlic, onion powder, a ton of salt, and
Oh,
pepper.
yeah.
It
Yeah, man.
turned out pretty good.
I hate I missed that. It was on a Friday. I had something going on that Friday. I couldn't make it over. I forget what it was.
Yeah, Alan came. Him and his wife.
Oh, yeah?
Were here. Yep.
That's cool.
I don't think I did anything on Halloween.
Yeah, you
This
didn't
was
come
like the Friday before. This was like the 28th or 20,
Yeah.
something like that. Halloween was on a Wednesday or something this
That's